Monday, April 3. The Son of Man returns. Revelation 14 contains the key text in regard to the Lord's last day message to his people and to the world. Central to it all is the return of Jesus, the fulfillment of his promise that you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the power and coming with the clouds of heaven. Mark 14, verse 62. Read Revelation 14, verse 14. What title is used to describe Jesus as he returns to earth? Why do you think John uses this title for Jesus? Revelation 14, verse 14. Then I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and on the cloud sat one like the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. Jesus used the term Son of Man to refer to himself 82 times in the Gospels. It was one of his favourite titles. He used it as an expression of endearment to identify with us. He is the Saviour who understands us, has experienced our temptations, and has passed through our trials. He is the Son of Man who is returning to take us home. The Jesus who comes for us is the same Jesus who lived among us. He is qualified to redeem us because he became one of us, and yet, as one of us, he met the full fury of Satan's temptations, and yes, was victorious. What do we learn from the following Bible verses in Matthew about Jesus, the Son of Man? Matthew 16:27, for the Son of Man will come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he will reward each according to his works. And Matthew 24, verse 27, for as the lightning comes from the east and flashes to the west, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. For wherever the carcass is, there the eagles will be gathered together. And verse 30, then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven, and then all the tribes of the earth will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And Matthew 25, verses 31 and 32, when the Son of Man comes in his glory and all the holy angels with him, then he will sit on the throne of his glory. All the nations will gather before him, and he will separate them one from another, as a shepherd divides his sheep from the goats. Notice some elements in these passages. 1. Jesus, the Son of Man, is coming in glory with his angels. 2. He will divide the sheep from the goats, basically a judgment. 3. The destiny of the nations and all humanity will be decided for eternity. And so to finish today, think about the term Son of Man and what it says of Christ's humanity. Though God, he became one of us, just like us, but unlike us, he never sinned. What amazing hope does this offer to you in terms of 1, knowing God's love for us, and 2, knowing that he can relate to your struggles and give you victory over them. This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind. Sponsored by the Sabbath School Department and distributed through Hope Channel Australia, this podcast is also redistributed by Hope Channel Germany, Christian Record Services for the Blind. It is also available on SoundCloud and through multiple podcast distributors, including Apple iTunes. And you can listen and watch at the same time on YouTube. Remember, God is always faithful.